Okay, so you know strings, you know floats, you know integers, you know lists. Okay, so you know data types, but how can you actually do something in Python? What can you do with these data types? Well, to answer your question, you should look at the dir command. But let me now start to use the Python shell a little bit more to do things quicker. So I'm going to split this into two. This is for executing the Python file. This is for the interactive Python shell. So what can we do with lists? You can find that out by doing dir. Dir is a function in Python that will give you all the things you can do with a specific type. So with a list in this case, all these here are attributes of list. You can do the same for checking int. You can do the same for checking floats, dir float, dir str. For example, let's stop at str before we go to list. With strings, you can do, for example, you can turn them into uppercase using these methods. To find out what upper does, you want to use help str, that is the type that has the attribute upper. Now attributes are all these, and they can be either methods or properties. You don't know that until you check with help. So that is a help documentation for the upper method. It's a method, as you can see here. Q to quit and go back to the shell. And then let's go ahead and use that. Hello.upper. You use a method with round brackets with parentheses. And that will return the capitalized version of hello. If we used title instead, that will capitalize the first letter only. Of course, you can use variables. And you get the same output. Now, what do we have for lists? How about calculating the average of the student grades? Let's do